Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Hey YouTubers, it's Gibatron09 back again with another video. And if you haven't noticed, I have not been able to make too many videos lately, and that is due to school and the fact that I can only really make videos during the weekend. And even with school, the weekends are really busy for me as well with sporting events and homework. So I'm doing the best I can. Sorry I haven't been able to do too many recently, but I have one for you guys today, and that is my 360 RPG collection. I do not own every RPG for the 360, not even too close really, because I'm not a huge turn-based fan. I'm starting to get into it, so I don't own games like Blue Dragon or Lost Odyssey, though I do want to get those eventually. And I know Blue Dragon's pretty cheap, but I do want to try to save the $10 for something that I'm actually going to play a lot of, and wait for it to get down maybe even cheaper. So yeah, I'm going to get right to it, and the first game is Dragon Age Origins for the 360, obviously, because it's my 360 collection, and this is a great game by BioWare, as you can see right here. This is basically brand new condition. I got that off of Amazon in one of my older recent pickups videos. So far, this is the RPG I've been playing more than any other recently, only because it is probably my second favorite RPG of all time. It's similar to a Diablo-style combat, but not that view. It's more of a third-person view. Really great. I love the menu. The menu is solid, easy to understand. The strategy tactic slots aren't too complicated, but they're just right for a person to understand, but still have a role in the game. And I really like having to control my party and feeling like a relationship with my characters, which really engages me and keeps allowing me to play. So it's a really in-depth game, really long game, and I've been enjoying a lot of that. So Dragon Age Origins. Next, this is my favorite RPG of all time. I'm sure you guys have probably figured this out. I've talked about it in the past in previous videos. It's The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Really want to get The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind eventually, because I know that you can play that on the 360, and I do not have an Xbox original just yet. Easily my favorite RPG, first RPG ever played, and the best. So in a way that's a little tough because nothing's been able to compare to it. But really enjoyed it and really got me into RPGs. I've played about I think 175 hours of this. So I haven't played it too much just because I've been playing a lot of this. But I'm definitely gonna get back into this someday. I was playing as an orc and focused more on like a battle mage sort of thing. So if you guys are curious on that, that's how I took my approach. Next game, Fable II. Another great RPG for the system. Probably my third favorite RPG of all time. I really enjoy the Xbox 360 as an RPG system. I think it deserves a little bit more credit as an RPG system, but because it does have some great RPGs out there, and I really enjoy them. And this was more. I like this in the fact that it's more about life. Like you have your house and your wife and your children. It gives you more of a realistic feel. Of course, it's not realistic because it's magic and all, but really enjoy that. Next game, Fallout 3. I got this because I heard it was basically Oblivion with guns, and Oblivion was my favorite game of all time, as I said. So I wanted to try and get something similar, and this comes close. I prefer the medieval stage and the ways of Oblivion a bit more, because that was also the first RPG first time I was exposed to it. So it's just you really can't compare when you're seeing the same thing again. Oblivion with guns is a fair comparison, but just a different environment, a different story. So, Oblivion with guns isn't really I don't know if it would really be a fair description, but it's made by the same company, Bethesda, the same developer. So the menu screen is similar, and the mechanics are relatively similar. Just different atmosphere, different story, different weapons. So it is different. So I recommend trying that out. Next, we have Ultimate Alliance. Some consider this to be an RPG, some don't. This is the Forza Ultimate Alliance double pack. I really enjoyed it. I played all the way through it. I've unlocked every character. This was the first game I ever played for the system because it came with the bundle. I don't know. It's kind of an RPG, but it's considered an RPG. I figured I would mention that. Next is Risen, and this game is similar to that of the Gothic series. It's made by the same developers. Pretty good game. I tried to play, tried to compare, see if it would compare to Oblivion. It's okay. I overpaid for this, or my friend overpaid for it rather. He didn't. He gave it to me, but good game. I recommend it if you're into the RPG scene. Just buy it. Wait a little bit for the price to go down. I think it's like 35 or 25 bucks right now. So wait a little bit. I would wait a little bit if I were you. Next, this game gets a lot of criticism. I think it's okay. It's not as bad as others are saying to me. The graphics are pretty good, other than the actual character. The characters themselves are awful. The fighting mechanic is a little rough. But overall, I kind of enjoy the game. It seems like it would have a lot of depth. They could have done better. I'm looking forward to trying out the second one when the price goes down, and that's Two Worlds for the 360. Pretty good. A little underrated in my opinion, but definitely not good compared to all the other great RPGs on the system. But nowadays you can get it for $5-6. So if you're looking for an RPG that you can waste a little bit of time on and play, you can play online with your friends on this, even though it's a little rough and a little slow. Still really cool concept. So yeah, I'll give it a try. It's cheap, and you do not have to pay extra for online play. Next is Phantasy Star Universe. I have not played much of this. I can't tell you too much about it. Here's Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Pretty good game. I like the combat system. It takes you to a separate arena, and then you fight just basically with your parties against the enemies. And it's fast paced. I heard it was turn based. I don't know what they were talking about. It's not turn based at all. Pretty good game. Recommend it. Also, wait for the price to go down a little bit on that. And finally, Infinite Undiscovery. Haven't gotten too far in this, like I haven't gotten too far in this or Phantasy Star. Can't say much about it. The story seems pretty interesting. Similar style of battle to Star Ocean, except for I like what's the word? The transfers, like the transitions from combat to just walking around. That's a good transition. I like it a little better than this. It's faster, so I do like that. And so my RPG collection for the Xbox 360. If you have any questions, any recommendations, if you want me to tell you more about a certain game, let me know. And if you have any recommendations for me for RPGs in the future, not just on the 360, but in general, because RPG is my favorite genre, I'd really appreciate you guys letting me know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.